Hey, okay, this is part two of the video for a nylon string style classical guitar. I use the Sabra, it's kind of a gut string. Similar concept, and the last video I showed the different knot tying techniques, and this is not required, but I have the bass strings go the knot tailing in one direction, the treble in another. It's just something I do. And how to get them to sync at the top end, but I was describing the pitch wander when they're brand new. They're just stretching out. It takes them a while to stabilize, so I wanted to demonstrate that. And off camera, I got it up to a tuner that's on my iPhone, and it was in pitch a moment ago. Let's see, and it's already a little bit sour. So the higher string. So one thing you can do is I showed in the video initially, give them some stretch. So I'm going to do it again after I got them on here. I'm holding it, just giving some resistance with this hand, and you're not trying to break it, but you push in about a ½ inch. They're a little bit tight now. Whoops, that's the wrong string. You do this with steel strings as well, but they relax sooner. These take longer to do that, and the reason I'm sharing that with it is if you're about to do a recording, a video, or a performance for live people, a live performance for people is another way to word that. You want to get the string change done at least yesterday. I mean, so I had made a reference to a show where I got there and the A string had broken in transit. It had been fine when I was warming up for the show beforehand. I got there, I had some other guitars, but I wanted to fill up some time with this one, so I used a spare old one that's already stretched and put that on. And it was close enough for what, because I was going on in an hour, less than an hour, right now. The lesson here is these things take a while to stabilize, and so I just stretched them out. You heard me play this. It's not too terrible. It's a little Sound a little bit flat to me. Here we go. And then you can do octaves to help ease an octave higher than that one. And if they're symbiotic, you're doing okay. So the A string, it's on the 7th fret. It's a little bit close. So it's starting to stabilize. When I first put them on, in fact, you could even hear one like that fast. And the knots can slip a little bit when you're setting them up. So you don't want that in your performance if possible. Here's another E on the G string, 9th fret. So the 5th fret B was quite a bit, almost a half step out. The B is also the 5th of the chord of E. I'm just kind of wavering the pitch up and down until the degree. Now the E also, the low E may have drifted a little low since because they're brand new also. We'll see how we. I forget the rest of it right now, but it's getting close. It's starting to stabilize. It might last the song, it might not. So that's the lesson. Nylon string, classical guitar style stringing, and you're planning for restringing. If you have an event coming up, do it yesterday. because it's going to wander quite a bit, and once it stabilizes, you're good as gold for, you know, the foreseeable future, a couple months, depends how often you play. I change them less frequently than that, but they were old and tired. In fact, my D string is sitting here that had been on there. And what happens is it starts to fray, especially the second fret. I don't know if you can see that. It was getting very tired. I said, all right, one of these days. But I wait till I have a substantial amount of time to just sit here and work with it, because it takes some time, and I want to get it sort of close. Now I'm going to leave it to stretch, and we'll play later. Hope that helps you guys. Take care.